the people meter is connected via cable to a TV detector, which monitors if the TV is pressed on and what frequency is being watched. Right behind the people meter is a memory module, and this is where the viewing data, the viewing statements are stored during the week. So we put it in at the start of the report week, and then after that, at the end of the report week, and we collect this to be brought to the office for reading, and it's replaced by a new one. By using a handset, this is a typical people meter handset where it has the names and the corresponding numbers of the household members. So that allows you to know who is watching at a particular time and what particular program is being watched.
Well, TV ratings are big for networks. They're very, very important. It's the barometer by which a network will see how the programs that they have put together for our TV audience are rating with the viewers. So if a program has a good rating, the networks are able to command premium rate cards.
There are two major networks in the Philippines today. One is ABS-CBN.
Ito po ang ABS-CBN.
The other is GMA7.
Now, always, GMA. This is the network where you belong.
Kailangan bang ipalaman?
New Kraft Sandwich Bread.
Iba eh!
Sa pamilyang Pinoy, lahat ng desisyon pinag-uusapan.
Nagtatawagan.
Mahalang kulay.
Anak red.
Why?
Comfort is the fragrance of freshness. Purity.
Smell the fragrance, feel the fragrance.
Guys, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You're very gorgeous this morning.
This is free television. It's mainstream television. So we have to get to the widest possible audience, diba? And make the strongest impact to the widest possible audience at on certain time slots, certain time periods, because that's what the advertisers look at. Our audience are really the mass audience, the masa, the CDE in our society, in our inverted pyramid of a society. That's our audience.
The deciding factor would always be your viewers, the television audience. We know who our audiences are. We are very detailed, down to the minute or down to the 15 minutes. We know viewers, viewing shifts, sino yung nanonood, sino yung umalis, sino yung naglipat ng channels.
I mean, even if I may have the most sublime intention of giving across a message, but if I don't have the audience, then I'm not being effective. And mainstream television is that. No, I mean, we have to reach to our mass audience. There are some advertisers who would support non-rating programs, but more often than not, I mean, they look at the numbers.
If it doesn't rate, but it is selling, then we will work on making it rate better.
That's the reality. That's yung sinasabi nga na we are in show business. It's not only really show, it's also business.
We do not worry. We work towards beating competition.
Philippine television has gone a long way. It has become a multi-billion peso industry. It has also grown into a fierce business enterprise. I wonder where all of this is headed for. In this video, we'll look back to 50 years of Philippine television. You know, I had my own first exposure to local production in 1963. I was a teenager then, and the program was Dance-O-Rama. I hosted the show, and the studio was filled with dancing teens. It was simple, juvenile fun. It was the 1960s, and Pinoy television had just started a decade earlier. In 1953, President Elpidio Quirino was preparing for re-election. There was no television yet in the country, but it was advertised in other countries, especially in the US, as the new medium to own. The Quirino family owned a number of radio stations and the Bolinao Electronics Company that would import TV sets. But what good is a TV set if there's no station to broadcast programs? And what good is a TV station if there are no TV sets in the homes? Judge Antonio Quirino wanted to help his brother's re-election, aside from doing business. And so the first TV station, DZAQ Channel 2, was put up for that political purpose. However, the idea was ahead of its time. The new medium was not widespread enough to make a difference. The voting public was attracted to the man of the masses, and they danced to Mambo Magsaysay. With television came the software. American shows dominated programming on early Pinoy TV, although there were some local programs that were telecast live and that also attracted an audience.
There's a wonderful show coming on just about now.
23 minutes after 4?
Yeah. Now sit down there. I want you to watch it. You'll enjoy it. Look, Rick, that's Lucy. She's on television.
Yeah, how about that? I can't get over how clear the picture is. Well, what do you know? Third-dimensional television.
Ako si Amalia Fuentes at ang lihim ng aking kagandahan ay ang bago at dalisay na Lux.
Natuklasan ni Amalia ang bago at dalisay na Lux nang siya'y mapasali sa Lux Complexion Test na dinaluhan ng iba pang mga artista. May bagong hugis, may bagong bango at bagong pakete.
Makibahagi sa aking bagong tuklas pampaganda. Gamitin ang bago, mayumi at dalisay na Lux. Nagpapaganda ang Lux.
In the 60s, more and more companies built the Philippine television industry. More local shows were also produced, and therefore there were more celebrities. Baby O'Brien, for example, hosted the Dance-O-Rama on Channel 5 originally. But when she was pirated by ABS-CBN, I ended up co-hosting the show with Pete Roa, who eventually became my husband. Meanwhile, Baby had her own Baby O'Brien show on Channel 3. Drama programs also became popular during this period. Balintatao was produced by Cecil Guidote with Lupita Concho as director. Balintatao showcased the award-winning literary works. Robert Arevalo hosted the show, and there were other popular drama programs as well. But the 60s Pinoy television was still dominated by imported American programs.
Combat.
More and more Filipino homes were reached by television, and this time in living color. The medium became good business, and its significance as a political campaign tool also began to be exploited.
New Safeguard, pinakamabisang sabon pang proteksyon laban sa skin germs na maaaring maging sanhi ng amoy pawis o skin infection.
Here's Aurora Pijuan, 1970 Miss International.
Magaganda sila, matatangkad, buti ako rin. Iba na ang matangkad. I remember my mother giving me Star. May vitamin B1, a growth vitamin na tumutulong magpatangkad sa mga bata. As a mother, I gave my Mavis Star. Dudulutan siya ng vitamin B1 kailangan upang tulungan tumangkad.
Marcos's second term was supposed to end in 1973. However, he had other plans. One event led to another until he declared martial law, ostensibly to control the threat of rebellious forces that were out to overthrow the government.
I have proclaimed martial law in accordance with the powers vested in the President by the Constitution of the Philippines.
The first order of the day was to control the press. Only the media run by Marcos cronies resumed operations soon after the declaration of martial law. The others waited in the wings for guidelines. Roberto Benedicto, a Marcos crony, managed ABS-CBN Channel 2 and reorganized Channel 9 under the Canlaon broadcasting system. To create an atmosphere of normalcy, entertainment was soon back on Pinoy TV.
Gago!
Tama na dyan, Daddy.
Meron ko dyan pinagsisigawan at pinagmumura ko.
Ano sabi?
Aba, tarantado raw ako.
Sino daw yun, Dad?
Ewan ko kung sino yung tarantadong yun.
Ano sabi sa'yo?
Pupunta raw dito at babalin ako. Papatayin daw niya ako.
Ako, Daddy, magtago na kayo.
Ano?
Diyos ko.
Hinihintay ko siyang talaga. Makikita niya. Ako, totoda sa kanya. Ako yun na, Daddy. Daddy, ano ka dyan?
Dad, wala kayong umano.
Sabayo kayo. Ako ang bahala dito.
Pakatotohanin niya.
Dad! Ikaw ba, tititigil? Tarantado ka talaga.
Judas! Barabas! Estas! Anak ko, sasaktan mo na ako ngayon. Tuloy mo, suntok mo, tuloy mo! Tuloy mo, tuloy mo! Sige, dito! Sige, sige, tuloy mo! Tuloy mo, tuloy mo, tuloy mo, tuloy mo!
Fast forward.
Sige!
Siya nga pala. I'm Flor. Flor Alicante.
It's your birthday ba?
Ha? Ano eh.
May sakit ang Daddy, kaya ako pinapunta nila dito. Doon sa 7 House Family ako nakatira. Same street.
Halika, why don't you join the other guests?
Happy birthday nga pala para sa'yo.
It's not my birthday.
Ha? Mali pala tong party na puntahan ko.
House blessing to.
Si Mami talaga, oh. Jahe. Sabi niya, birthday party. Siya nga pala, I'm John John. John John Benavides.
More local shows were produced, and the new regime encouraged cultural programming through its project called Renaissance Television.
ang case hanggang hindi mabukti ang labanan ng aking batalyon.
Magkapatuka na lang ako sa ahas. Cleopatra, siksik ang super wheel sa mas maraming compress water. Nagpakaputi sa pinakamaruruming labanan at mas maraming nalalabhan kaya't mas matipid. Konting kuskus, ayos!
Tarantado ka, no? Kung yan lang ang gusto ko, titihaya na lang ako dyan at tatawagin kita.
Despite the controlled environment, television produced some of the more interesting achievements in drama and musical programs.
Mali pala ako.
Tilong, ikaw nagkakamali. Marami pang iba. Sabihin na natin nasa putikan ako. Pero pagdating sa pamamahay ko, si Sonia ako! Alam mo, katulad din ng ibang babae si Sonia. Nasasabik din siyang maramdaman na matrato ng isang karaniwang babae. Gusto rin niya yung naliligawan siya, susuyuin. Makialam rin siya, pero tinatago lang niya lahat yun sa loob niya kasi mahiyaan si Sonia. Sayang, akala ko kasi puro Sonia ang naipakita ko sa'yo. Yung pala, konti lang. Si Sunny pa rin ang nangingibabaw.
Sa unang tikim kala nyo'y matamis. Biglang aalap parang nang iinis. Champoy, champoy.
And now, the stars of our show, Suba Serrero and Noel Trinidad.
Walang sisihan, walang sisihan. Kung di man kayo matawa, di man... Tama na! Walang sisihan, walang... Ngunit pag minsay pwede na. Hindi! Kung pangit man o maganda. Basta hindi pwede, walang sisihan.
Of course, the coverage of the President's or the First Lady's activity could preempt the regular programming anytime.
Taste of goodness, such orange goodness. Tikman mo sa Royal True Orange, come taste and love it. Pag-ibig mong tunay, tamis ng buhay. Lasahan sa Royal True Orange, come taste and love it. Royal True Orange.
Happy talking, happy talk. Talk about things you'd like to do. You got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true? branches of a tree. Talk about a girl, talk about a boy, counting all the ripples on the sea. Happy talking, happy talk. Talk about things you'd like to do. You got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true?
Before the visit of Pope John Paul II, Marcos lifted martial law. Of course, martial law was no longer necessary. After all, the Marcos regime had every control in place. Until that ill-fated day in August 1983, Benigno Aquino, former senator and Marcos's strongest rival, returned from his exile in the U.S. On the tarmac of the Manila International Airport, Aquino was assassinated.
Pag-ibig na sa kanyang pala, nag-alay na ganda bila, at sa kanyang yumi at ganda.
The killing of Aquino signaled the beginning of the end of the Marcos regime. And the beleaguered dictator made a blunder to accept a call for a snap election.
In answer to their request, I announce that I am ready to call a snap election, perhaps earlier than 8 months, perhaps in 3 months or less than that. If all these childish claims to popularity on both sides have to be settled. I think we better settle it by calling an election right now.
The support for Cory Aquino, the wife of the assassinated opposition leader, could not be contained, except through election fraud. But the will of the people could not be broken. A mammoth crowd gathered on EDSA. The faction of General Fidel Ramos and Juan Ponce Enrile broke away from the National Army, and soon President Marcos saw that power was slipping from his hands. The new environment encouraged the open discussion of political and social issues.
Cory, if I were to take a poll on the basis of these questions that have been coming in, I guess the most persistent question is, can you be persuaded to change your mind about not running in the future? Would you want to make just one final word on that, please?
Please join me in my prayer, and that is for divine guidance. That's as much as I'd like to say.
Could not shout from the pulpit that you should vote for this man. But since people are coming to me, I can tell them whispering what ought to be done, because I am a pastor.
Good evening. I'm Chacha Lazaro for the Probe team.
And the return of satiric programs showed that indeed freedom had been regained.
Delikadesa? That's very simple. Si Einstein ang may sagot tungkol dyan.
Si Einstein?
Oo, mariusap ka naman. Hindi mo ba kilala si Einstein? Siya yung genius na nakatuklas tungkol dun sa sagot sa tanong na delikadesa. Lalo na yung tungkol kay President Tita, tsaka doon sa kasama niya sa pamahalaan.
Ayun. Ano ho yun?
Ito The Theory of Relativity.
The Theory of Relativity.
Yun na nga yun. The Theory of Relativity. The more relatives you have, the more delicadeza will remain a theory. Ano yun bilib ka ba?
Ayan ang yayabang ninyo sa forma, pero tignan mo, wala pala kayong yagba doodle.
Bakit? Ikaw ba meron?
Wow! Tama na yan! Tama na!
Yon. Ay, hindi hanggang ngayon hindi ko pa rin alam kung ano talaga ang delikadesa. Sinabi ko naman kanina mabuti pa, pinag-usapan na lang natin basketball o yung kinilaw na hito. Sarap yun, yung sili. Mas feel ko yun. Yung delikadesa, ang hirap. At hindi lang mahirap, delikado pa.
Hello?
Pag kumati ang dila mo at binanggit mo ang pangalan ko, yang bayag mo, masusunog sa silya elektrika.
Ladies and gentlemen, every morning when I read the newspaper, there are so many items that are very interesting but I do not understand. For example, Erap Estrada, who doomed in uniform. Huh? Then there is this Senado, this gulo in Senado, power play, where Senator Maceda is out of committee. And then there is this emergency power given to President Ramos. And then there is Code of Ethics, Senator Tatad. Oh my goodness, I cannot understand. So we invited somebody to give us some light, and we are very honored by the distinguished presence of Senator Blas Ople. Give me a big hand. Good evening, Senator. How are you? Hey, Senator, I would like to ask you something of national importance. Where everybody is interested. Why is your name Blas?
Noong panahong yon.
The reason why I ask, because you're very unusual, the name Blas.
Alam mo, sa isang Blas na...
San Blas?
Kapangalan ko. Pag ikaw ay sinilang sa ika-3 ng Pebrero, sa kalendaryo ng mga santo, kailangan Blas ang pangalan mo. Kung hindi Blas, nagdaya ka.
So that's taken from a saint?
Yes, sa San Blas, yun ang patron ng lahat ng may sakit sa lalamunan. Kaya kailanganin mo yan.
El patron ng lahat ng politiko. Sakit sa lalamunan.
At ng mga artista. Politiko at artista, meron pa bang pagkakaiba yan?
Sige lang. Dibdibin mo at hindi matatapos itong taon na ito. Makasama na tayo.
This is not true. I do not hear you. I do not see you. Inspired ka lang ng biggest blockbuster last year. At mas gwapo pa rin si Patrick Swayze kaysa sa'yo.
Kahit 3 butika ang ipasok mo dyan sa bituka mo, nandiririto pa rin ako. Dahil hindi lang ako'y multo, kung hindi ako ang boses ng konsyensya mo.
Wala akong konsyensya. Hindi ako sa advertisement ng soap. At saka, pwede ba, imported na soap lang ang ginagamit ko?
Ay, talaga, hindi tatahimik ang pamilya mo hanggang hindi mag-iba ang ugali mo.
Bakit ba? Socially relevant naman ako, Bakit nung nagkaroon ng oil crisis, 6 na kotse lang ang ginagamit ko? Mamasita naman, ano ba ang gusto mo? Maging si Helen Bella ako. Makaribal ko pati si Rosa Rizal.
Hindi bagay sa'yo! Hindi ka mabait na tao!
Ay, mabait ako! Confused lang ako!
But the imported programs, mostly American canned shows, continued to dominate local TV programming.
Ayan, draft beer! Waiter, isang order ng inyo na pusit. Ano? Ang kasabay na San Miguel Beer, 2 platong kalderetang manghang.
No way, baby. Beer at 3 bandihadong crispy pata.
Yan, kaldereta.
Crispy pata.
Pusit.
Crispy pata.
Kaldereta.
Lahat yan masarap pa sa San Miguel Beer. Bigyan mo kami ng isang platitong mani.
Naka. Ha?
San Miguel Beer! Ito ang beer!
A phenomenal program in the 90s is the Mexican telenovela Marimar.
Talaga naman ako makatwira.
Overnight, Thalia, the soap opera star, became a familiar name in the Philippines. Soon, telenovelas that were dubbed into Filipino multiplied on Pinoy TV.
Aking anak, seryo.
Kung ganun, bakit mo inirehistro sa aking apelyido?
Ayokong alisan ang karapatan ng aking anak nang dahil lamang sa aking galit sa'yo.
Si Crucita ay anak ko rin. At kung na-diborsyo tayo, gusto kong maging akin siya.
Ngayon pa lamang sinasabi ko na sa'yo na hindi mo siya makukuha anuman ang mangyari.
Ang iyong balat. Pareho. Kapareho na sa kanya.
Sino naman siya?
Ang aking asawa.
In the 90s, the two major networks in local television designed their programming for the masses. And the competition to get a bigger slice of the multi-billion peso pie has become more intense. Moreover, local shows have eventually dominated programming among the major networks.
Gabing-gabi na iha, naglalako ka pa ng sampagita? Hindi ka ba natatakot niyan?
Kasi po, sir, yung nanay ko po may sakit po eh. Kailangan po bumili ng gamot ngayong gabi, kaya kung pwede po sana, maubos na po ito eh. Mura lang po yan. Piso lang po isa.
Magkano?
Piso lang po isa. Kahit isa lang po, kumuha na po kayo. Ito.
Hindi, nabibiling ko na lahat. Magkano yan? Magkano yan?
Ito?
Sige, bibiling ko na lahat.
50 pesos na lang po ito.
Ito na 100. Ha?
Wala ho akong panukli dito eh.
Hindi, sige na, Iha. Sige na.
Sa akin na lang po ito.
Oo.
Maraming salamat po.
Sa iba na lang, sa iba na lang. Iha? Akala ko ba umuwi ka na? Gabing-gabi na, oh.
Kasi po, sir, hindi ko po nasabi sa inyo yung tatay ko po, nasa ospital din po kasama ng nanay ko. Wala po akong pambabayad sa ospital eh. Inuubos ko na nga lang.
Magkano ba yan?
10 piso lang po isa. Pero alam niyo, sir, sa linggo na ho ang bola nito.
Hindi. Bibiling ko na lahat yan para maubos na yan.
Talaga po, napakabuti niyo naman tao.
Ito,
ano po, 40 po ito.
Ito na, 100. Sige na. Umuwi ka na.
Maraming salamat po.
Ano yan? Akala ko eh. Hindi, pagpahinga ka naman, kawawa ka naman, baka magkasakit ka ha?
Kasi po...
Bakit ka naman?
Inuubos ko lang po itong balat na tinda ko kasi yung mga kapatid ko po mag-e-enroll na po bukas eh.
Sige, para...
Meron pa ba yan? Pa po ito. Mga 5 piraso. Paubos na nga po ako eh.
Naintindihan kita. Iwanan mo na sa akin yan. Sige, ako nang bahala.
Yung basket ko po, sayang.
Sige, ako na, bibiling ko na pati basket.
Mga ano lang ho yan, mga 90 pesos pati basket ho.
Ito na 500.
Naku, mama. Maraming salamat po, sir. Mama, pili kayo.
Hindi naman.
Sige na, Aling Gloria. Hihiramin ko lang sandali, silite. Babalik ko rin sa'yo mamayang hapon, oh. Sige na.
Ang kulit naman na Aling Bini. Sinabi ko na sa inyo, hindi pwede.
Hatiin ko naman sa amin dalawa yung mapapagpalimusan ko, eh.
Ay, nako. Kung gusto ninyong manloko ng tao, kayo na lang mag-isa, huwag niyo nang idamay ang anak ko.
Pero, Aling Gloria, mas malaking kikitain ko pag may kasama akong bata. Mas maraming maaawa.
Aling Bini, ibang bata na lang ho ang kunin ninyo. Hindi ho kami makakapayag ni Mario na mamalimos ang anak namin.
Ang damot mo naman. Ikaw na nga magkakapera, ayaw mo pa.
Aling Bini, wala ho kayong aasahan sa akin. Ang mabuti pa ho, umalis na kayo at magpalimos na mag-isa. Pero mas mabuti pa ho kaya siguro sa halip na magkunwari kayong pulubi, magbanat na lang kayo ng buto.
Aba! Hindi ka na nga nakakatulong dyan, magsesermon ka pa. Buisit! Para kang hindi kapitbahay, hindi ka mapakiusapan. Mangangailangan ka rin. Balang araw, mangangailangan ka rin. Hihingi ka rin na tulong sa akin.
Indeed, the masses have found a home in Pinoy television. And since then, the industry has nurtured this audience.
Nilangat-ngat naman umano ni Alec Bovic ang haligi ng pagsasama ni Carmina Villaruel at Zoren Legaspi. Laman kasi ng mga dyaryo ang umano'y pagkakamabutihan ni Zoren at Alec, lalo't magkasama sila sa trabaho.
Mga intrigang walang kieme.
Kapag bumubulusok, lahat tameme.
Yan ang mga intrigang patawan. Kiron ng maskulados, bagong mahal ni Mahal.
Mahal, paano na si Jimboy? O hindi.
Wala pa rin natalo sa Alaska. Taray na mami ba?
Sa pamilyang Pinoy, lahat ng desisyon pinag-uusapan.
Nagtatawagan. It saves our teeth from cavities. Kita naman sa smile, di ba?
Good morning! Ako, ibang klaseng dating challenge ang harapin ng ating mga bisita ngayong araw na ito.
Kailan kaya tayo magtitiis? Hanggang kailan kaya tayo mag-iintay?
Ikaw ang tutupad sa lahat ng mga nasira kong pangarap. Maaaring inabi nila tayo noon. Pero magkasama tayong lalaban. Pinapangako ko sa'yo. Tatagumpay tayo. Hindi na tayo kailanman maghihirap.
Ito na ba ang katapusan ng mga
Today, from morning till night, programming is designed for the masa. Even the soap opera is now on evening prime time. Encouraged by the incredible success of the Mexican telenovelas and the equally phenomenal success of Meteor Garden, a Chi-novela from Taiwan.
Hindi ko siya pababayaan.
With television reaching the masa, its potential for Philippine politics has become even more apparent. Television's role as an image maker can no longer be doubted.
Meron siyang lunal sa noo. Uy, sino ito na misis ng dating gobernador ng Cavite?
Nowadays, television has assumed some very unique functions in society. For instance, television is now a confessional where individuals, especially celebrities, can talk about their private lives.
Thursday na trineten yung mga anak ko, talagang napuno ako. And then Friday, hindi pa rin nakontento yung asawa ko, tinawagan yung best friend ko. At sabing gano'n, oy, titape ko yung boses mo ha, sabi dun sa best friend ko. At gusto kong malaman ang balita ko, nagsasyabo daw si Susan, kaya nag-lose ng weight. Kakainis. I felt that was really low. That was cheap coming from him. It hurt me so much. You know why? Ang feeling ko, alam mo na hindi ako nagaganyan. My God, I walk for 3 hours every day. At pag may shooting ako, I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning para lang makapag-shooting ako ng alas 7 pero to do still my exercise of 3 hours of walking, of power walking. Plus, I barely eat para lang makapagtrabaho ko para mapakain ko ang anak niya.
Ba't ngayon mo lang sinabi?
Sabado lang. Sabado lang. Hindi natin alam to talaga.
Huwag ka naman magmura.
Bakit? Hindi, pero bakit kayo nag-break? Totoo. Hindi, nanonood ngayon yan. Bakit kayo nag-break? Sabihin mo lahat. Huwag naman toilet paper. Kumuha naman ka ng Kleenex. Kayo naman, wala naman malambot magsusugat ng mukha niyan. Yung sa toilet yan eh.
Ito na, meron.
Ayan, malambot.
Ayan.
Ay, umiyak. Sabi nga kayong dalawa.
Dito kayo.
O yan, ngayon. Diyan yung makikita ang friendship nyo. Yan, ikaw pa. Nung nalaman mo yan, ano sinabi
Kaya
mo?
pala panay mong dikit kay mahal ngayon, ha?
Ngayon lang. Dahan-dahan lang yung music natin. Mababa lang, ha? Para marinig. Bakit kayo nag-break?
Hindi ko na kaya eh.
Ano hindi mo kaya?
Siyempre, maraming sumusulat na sinisiraan yung gym yung tungkol sa medyo pagkabaling. Hindi ko kaya yun.
Marami daw sumusulat na medyo may pagkabading.
Hindi, may tanong ko lang sa'yo. Ikaw ba yung sa buong pagsasama nyo, meron ka bang nakita mga senyales na si Jimboy ay isang juding?
Corina, ang dami ko ng tiniis in the name of loving Joey. My mom told me, for somebody so intelligent, bakit pagdating sa lalaki, napakaboba mo? Totoo, nagpakaboba ko para kay Joey. I'll address this now. Tinakot mo ko bago ako umalis. Sinabi mo sa akin na may ibubunyag ka. Joey, alam nating dalawa kung anong pinagdaanan ko ng March. Nagpa-doktor tayo. Alam mo kung anong ginawa mo sa akin noon. Alam mo rin, dahil may records, bumalik tayo sa St. Luke's para magpa-check. Dahil kailangan ko ng insurance noong August. Alam mo yun. Kung yan ang balang gagamitin mo sa akin, if you want to destroy me because of that, you know what you did to me.
Do you care to elaborate on that, Chris?
I don't want more skeletons in my closet. This can destroy me, but I'm prepared. He gave me a sexually transmitted disease in March, Corina.
Kamusta po kayo? Ako si Mel Tiangco na muling maghahatid sa inyo ng isang kwentong hango sa totoong buhay at may pitak sa ating puso. Parang kailan lang ay kabilang sila sa pinakasikat na love teams sa larangan ng pelikula at telebisyon. At bagamat sa totoong buhay ay tuluyan silang naging magkasintahan, hindi naging madali ang kanilang pagsasama. Kabi-kabila ang mga intrigang ipinukul sa kanila. Walang tigil ang mga pagsubok. Ngunit sa kabila ng lahat, hanggang ngayon nananatili silang matatag. Isang pagmamahalang hitik sa aral at mga karanasang lalo lamang nagpalalim sa kanilang relasyon.
Sa gabing ito, matutunghayan natin ang kwento at mga paghamon sa buhay ni Susan Casino, na kilala natin bilang Pia Moran.
Pinoy TV is also a source of hope for many, where one can win thousands of pesos or even become an instant millionaire.
Game ka na ba?
Game na!
Jukebox, select! Ano ang mga alam mo kategorya? Double na to ha, magdo-double na. Okay, double na ang pera mo, Marge. 320,000 pesos na. One more point. Ayan pa. Magkikita. Muli! 480,000 pesos, Marge!
For some, television is their last resort for help. But most of all, television is where one finds a life of fun. Pinoy TV is the country's carnival. Nonetheless, Pinoy TV is also a source of news and public affairs programs. Some noteworthy productions struggle to survive.
Susubukan ko ang isang bagay na siguro hindi ko gagawin sa totoong buhay. Ang pasukin ang masalimuot na mundo ng politika. Ako po si Jessica Soho at ito ang Eyewitness.
Ngayon pa lang, nauubos na ang mga nurse sa ating mga ospital. Damang-dama na ang kakulangan. Pagdating ng panahon, meron pa kayang mag-aalaga sa ating mga pasyente. Magandang gabi. Ako si Karen Davila at ito ang The Correspondents.
Certainly, Pinoy TV has gone a long way since its early beginnings in a makeshift studio. But where is all of this headed? Where will the networks bring the masa, their loyal followers? Or better yet, where do we want Pinoy TV to lead us?
Ito po ang ABS-CBN.
GMA. This is the network where you belong.